What's up, Raiders? Welcome to Raid Today for Tuesday, October 10th, 2023. I'm Gestel from Gestel Gaming, and it's day 13 of the Bambus Fourleaf Fusion event. We've also got 10x events back, this time starring Valkyrie. We'll discuss that plus more here on Raid Today. Alright, we are here. We are at the finish line of Mr. Bambus. If you have made it all the way through and were able to collect all of the champions and fuse them beautifully during the CvC to get all those extra points, congrats to you. I'm sure your clans will be happy for all the extra points you've provided as well. Really not much left to do. Artifact enhancement event, if you held it out till today, could help you out with a little bit more CvC points. If you've already finished it, I don't blame you. Just knock it out. Those are kind of the easier ones to knock out, but that's pretty much it. I think you will have a couple more days to fuse them. We'll take a look at that. Typically, they wouldn't show days where, there's nothing going on. Basically, they show those days as being when the true event ends. So let's go and we'll check the timer out in the game, see how much time you have to do it, but I would say if you have them ready to go, definitely do it during CvC. 30,000 points for Legendary. I think it's like 6,000 for a new Epic. So you get a decent amount of points just from pulling your Fusion, right? So if we click on the Fusion, yeah, so 3 days, 4 hours left, so it looks like you have basically through like Thursday night, Friday, depending where you live. To get this fused, but definitely I would highly recommend do it during CvC. Get the points for it. Why not? Helps out, helps your clan out, helps yourself out. It is personal rewards today, so don't forget that. But if we click in tournaments and events, we've only got the one event for artifact enhancement. Not a bad event. 6,500 points will get you 6-star epic chaos ore. Difficult to find these sometimes, so. If you're going to be spending a fair amount of silver during CvC, wouldn't be bad scooping that up if you need the last Petrifria. Obviously, 47.75 is what you need to go to at least. 150 energy in here. So not a bad tournament. Helps you out a little bit during CvC. Very good time to roll. You get decent points during CvC, so. But that's it. There are no tournaments featuring Bambus. They have all finished. Just the one event, and that is it. Bambus Fusion event complete. We will no longer talk about it, basically starting tomorrow. It'll be sad to see the Panda go, but he's in the game, and we'll get to start using him. I will be fusing him on both of my accounts, on my free-to-play and my main account today on stream, twitch.tv/GestelGaming. You want to come by, check it out. I'm not sure I'm going to necessarily build him. I might try to build him out. On my main account, free to play, he's just gonna be chilling for now. I got too many other things to do there to build him up. I mean, I'll probably take him to 50 at least, but I'm not gonna be 6-starring him right away and all that stuff. I just don't have the resources there. All right, but if you want to come by, check it out. We'll definitely give him a good work through on the main account and see where we can find maybe a spot for him. I've been kind of thinking that Enfeeble might be helpful in Arena. So maybe that's what we'll try. We'll check it out. He looks like a cool champ. Alright, what else we got going on? Dragon Tournament. This is for 20 Prism Shards. I'm kind of doing it because I can get decent points for CvC. I figured if you can go for these shards, you might as well go for them. Farming Dragon is never a bad thing. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Any energy I have will probably go into this, at least till 3,500, then I'll probably swap over to Spider and farm up some Spider, just for quicker, easier points, a little bit more silver over there. Sand Devil Turn Attack is the only other tournament going on right now, and you do have the 40 Prism Shards here, so I already scooped those up. I was running that basically the start of CvC. I started running this, so I've got that finished off. I did a little bit when this first started as well, so it wasn't like I did this all today. But I put a fair amount, 4,400 points there. I'm not necessarily caring too much about first place. You know, maybe if that was gold, it'd be a little bit better. I obviously don't mind getting relentless set, but I'm not gonna, you know, fight this guy for it if he jumps ahead of me. I'll let him have it. Now, if this was more prism shards or quartz or something like that, the primal quartz, I'd probably try to hang on to first, but you know, these rewards aren't that outstanding. On my free-to-play account, I would love some 6-star relentless, but on this account, I got a fair amount. I'm pretty good there for the time being. All right. So we also do have a 10x going on today. It is for Valkyrie. Awesome champ. Is one of basically 3 champs that puts counterattack on allies, and one of 2 champs that puts the counterattack on herself as well. Skull Crusher obviously doesn't, the epic, but Martyr and Valkyrie do. The difference between Valkyrie and Martyr essentially is Valkyrie's putting out a huge shield, whereas Martyr's putting put out the increased defense. So they're both really good, and obviously other abilities doing other things. She's got a great passive. Martyr's got the provoke, but Valkyrie's really become a huge champion because of Fire Knight. She's excellent for Fire Knight hard mode. Helps with the counterattack, gets you some extra hits on the shield, and also protects you with putting up those big shields. So she's on a lot of the main teams for hard mode 6 if you're running that, or hard mode 10 especially. Valk and Cardial are, I would say, probably the 2 top most used there. There are other combinations, other champs you can obviously slot in there, but she works out the best because of the shields. It really does help a lot, especially if you're taking a hit, which a lot of the comps now do. You take at least 1 or 2 hits from the Fire Knight, and that can those shields really help reduce that damage coming in. And then starting tomorrow, so when this one ends in 13 hours 30 minutes, we will have a 10x for Sulfurion from Void Shards. He is a Void legendary out of the Lizardmen. Really cool champ. A lot of people have been talking about him. He's still fairly brand new. He's not out there in a lot of different accounts yet, but HP burn, has a revive as well, fills turn meter. Really interesting champ, and I think does a fair amount of damage. So definitely look out for that one. I wouldn't say he's like you know, the biggest account changer. He's not a Siffy, he's not a Duchess, something like that, but certainly could be super strong. You know, there's a lot of HP burn champs out there, so I don't think you're necessarily going for him just for the HP burn. Maybe more what the rest of the kits bring it to you as well. And obviously being a Void, it's going to be a little bit more than you know, some of the other HP burn champs that are out there already. But you know, Artak's insane, and he was free a couple months ago, so I don't know if you necessarily have to go for it. If you're looking for him for something very specific, and you've filled in your account a lot, you know, maybe that's worth going for. But you know, it'll take some time. Now we have gotten some information. I don't know why I went into the missions, but maybe because I feel like it might look something like this. But that's not where it's going to be. It will be in the fusion area. But as I mentioned yesterday, the Mikage, whatever we're calling her, the spider, new mythical champion that they kind of teased last week and then announced in the video with Ash and Cyril over the weekend. We did get confirmed from the content creator chat that Mikage will be the permanent fusion champion. So I think we will see this added maybe Thursday or Friday, whenever the update goes live, 7.60. We will see an added one here for a mythical champion. Now, what it's going to take to do, we have not found out. They did say it was going to be very difficult, so I kind of anticipate you're going to have to use legendary champions to fuse it, or I don't know what else they could do. The only other thing I could think of is that they would do something like these missions, because they did say it was going to take a while, and these missions did take a while, especially the Romantu ones. So we'll see. We'll see what they're going to do. It may be in the missions. It may be maybe in the portal with the other fusions. You know, where you have the Broadmoor and stuff, kind of the permanent fusions, obviously the Razin. So keep an eye out on that. A couple other quick reminders. That's not what I meant to click on. I meant to click on that. The Fusion Summon Pool event for these Prism Shards will be going on just for another 3 days, 13 hours. Some really insane champs here. You can get it from the Sand Devils. You can get, it looks like you're able to get 60, so you're able to get 1 pull. I did have 20 left over, so I guess I'll get a 20 extra. So I will get 1 pull. I don't know if we're going to have any more tournaments or anything coming out before that 3 days, 13 hours is up. But keep in mind, if you do have 60 or above, they are gonna be used automatically. So you might as well pull them before the event ends, and see what you get. Hope for one of those legendaries. Some very good ones in there. And then CvC obviously has started. We were winning earlier. We are now losing. That's all right. The objectives, the 2-time point objectives on campaign, not a great one from a main account, an awesome one for my free-to-play account. I've been already farming a ton of that. And Phantom Shogun, so not too bad. And then the Forge objectives. If you forge anything, that 20,000 goes away pretty quick. But you might as well get the double points there. It's a great time to use the Forge. You know, any other time you're really not benefiting from it, so CvC is a good time to do it. So, you know, we get 2 times points from out of all those places. Keep that in mind when you're farming. Other than that, you know, just basically doing all your typical activity and such, you should be able to pull, you know, 40 to 50, 60, 70, up to 80,000 points, depending on how much energy you want to use and how diligent you are kind of utilizing all of your different keys and coins for Live Arena and Tag Team and everything else. So, you know, get as many points as you can. Try to win that CvC. It is personal rewards. You can get some decent stuff out of there. So do keep that in mind. All right, and then the reset of Clan Shop and the Clan Quest did happen last night. We again had this legendary book. I will not complain. They've had it here for like 6 weeks straight. Keep it there, Plarium. Don't even change it out. And we do have energy, so if you need to scoop up a little bit extra energy, not a bad place to grab it from for CvC. You do have a week on that, so if you want to hold on to it for, you know, something else that may be coming up, not a bad plan as well. Or you just want to hang out to your coins, you can always do that. Then finally, the Forge Pass. We've got 1 week, 1 day left. So you can get, what do we call it? You can get 2 points a day, 2 levels a day. So that basically gives you 16. So you need to be around 34, 35. That'd be kind of the low end of where you want to be right now to make sure that you're going to be able to complete this and get the top materials here for your Instinct set. If you're going for it, like I said, I don't think Instinct is necessarily the best. Definitely not for late game accounts, but early to mid game accounts, it's a really, really solid set. So I focus a little bit more on these type of things on my free-to-play account to at least make sure I get those 75. Because even if you can just outfit 1 champ in these sets, Bolster, Instinct, whatever it is, that come out from the Forge Pass, it is really a huge bonus for any free-to-play account, any new to mid-game account as well. So keep all of that stuff in mind. But that is all I have for you for this lovely Tuesday. I will be streaming again 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, twitch.tv/GesselGaming. We'll love to see you there. But until tomorrow, have an awesome night. Take care.